one's a little too cool. She can tell just as she's scanning her environment that these rocks here in the sunshine are warmer than those rocks, and then decide which temperature it is that she wants to be on. So it's gonna save them a lot of energy when they're moving around trying to find the right spot to rest in. But it's also super important for these snakes when they are hunting. Like I said, centralian pythons like Nagini here, they spend a lot of their time up in trees. So you can imagine, even if she has very good vision, and she does have very good vision, it doesn't really matter if you're in the middle of a tree. She doesn't have x-ray vision. She can't see through the leaves. So that's going to be an obstruction. But if she can use that heat sense along with her sense of smell, she's still going to be able to tell where some of those little mammals might be crawling around, things like squirrels or the different marsupials or even things like birds. So being able to have that extra sense is going to help her when she's hunting, because she's going to be able to tell where different things are, even if she can't actually see it with her eyes. Her other senses will let her know what is going on so that she's going to be a really efficient hunter. Now, once she's identified whatever it is that she's going to be trying to hunt for that day, she sees something moving through those branches, or maybe she went down onto the ground to try and see what she could find there. She's got a lot of adaptations that are going to help her catch her food. Now, she is not a venomous snake. She doesn't have those super large fangs. She does not have that very toxic venom. I might be brave enough to hold a snake, but I am not brave enough to hold a venomous snake. That is not for me. But what she does have, and what a lot of snakes that live up in trees have, is that her teeth are on average a little bit longer than what we would see on ground-dwelling snakes. So even though she doesn't have fangs like a venomous snake has, she does still have a whole bunch of teeth, and they are still curved the way we think about fangs being curved. Not because she's trying to look scary or pretend like she's got venom, but because, quite simply, it helps her hold on to her food. If her fangs are curved, they curve in towards her mouth, which means that when she grabs onto something, she's going to be able to close her mouth and it can't wiggle back out of it. Our teeth are generally straight up and down, which is really great for taking bites out of our food, for chewing our food. Snakes don't have to worry about any of that. They just need to hold on to their food and then swallow it whole. So those kind of longer teeth with a little bit of a curve to them, it's called recurve, that means it curves in towards their mouth, that's going to help them hold on to their food. She's also got adaptations in her jaw. So if you think about how wide you can open up your mouth, stretching your jaw as wide as you can, she can do more than that. She has an extra bone in her jaw, which means that she's got 2 joints instead of just 1. So it is not true that snakes dislocate their jaw when they are swallowing their food. It just looks that way because they've got extra bits in there that we don't have. And if our jaws looked like that, it would definitely mean you had done something terribly wrong. But for a snake, it's just kind of stretchy. So with that extra joint right there and very stretchy ligaments like rubber bands, she can swallow something that is 2 or even 3 times as big around as she is. About 3 times the size of her head is another good estimate. So if I look at her head, it's about that big, which means she could swallow something. You're gonna hold on for me for a second, thank you. She could actually swallow something about this big around. It's pretty impressive. That would be about the equivalent of us swallowing something like